By day, I'm a TV reporter, but at night, I write a travel blog because I love to travel. It brings people and cultures together. And when a student travels abroad, not only do they become a global citizen, the subjects they learn in school come to life. This is Globe Scholars. Welcome to Globe Scholars. I'm Tinabeth from TinabethTravels.com. I thought today would be appropriate to bring the episode from Gulliver's Gate. Why? Because they have an exhibit of miniature models of the most iconic landmarks in the world, like Israel. And why are we standing in front of Israel? Because I went to the Middle East 2 years ago. I went to Israel, I went to Egypt, and I went to Jordan. And I gotta tell you, I saw things I had only dreamed about seeing and that I had learned about in school. From seeing the pyramids right in front of me in Giza, to going to Wadi Rum in Jordan, to seeing the Western Wall and walking the Via Dolorosa in Jerusalem. It was an amazing experience, not just for me, but it can also be an amazing experience for students. Now, you went to the Middle East 2 years ago? 2 summers ago? Tell me, why did you pick the Middle East to go to? Of all the programs you could have applied for, why the Middle East?
I've always been strongly connected to the Middle East, and I've always had an interest in it. And while I was at Queens College, I had an opportunity to travel there, and I seized it. I would go back again. In fact, I will be moving there shortly for medical school.
Now, did this trip that you took, was that the last thing that pushed you over the edge? Is like, I've got to move here for medical school?
It certainly helped. The school is in Haifa, which is a northern city. I spend most of my time in Jerusalem, but up in the north, people coexist pretty well over there. And I had visited there on my trip, which I had not previously spent any time there, and I really loved it. This trip in particular was an interfaith trip, so we had Jewish students, Christian students, and Muslim students. It was incredible to watch everyone experience it from a completely different lens.
Huh. Now, this was the Ibrahim Fellowship, right?
Yes. The Ibrahim Fellowship in particular is a full scholarship. For a month-long trip, you visit 5 countries. We visited Israel, we went to the West Bank and Palestine, Jordan, Oman, and the Emirates.
Was it a scary experience, or were you trepidatious when you were like, I don't know if I want to go to the West Bank? How was it?
It was a bit liberating, I'd say. You gain this experience that you would never have otherwise. I had always been exposed to one angle, and this opened my eyes to see many.
That's fantastic, because not a lot of people get that experience.
Absolutely. It's also just beautiful. There are so many places to see that are completely different. Going through Petra, seeing the ancient caves carved in by people that they know very little about. Or I was hiking in the mountains in Oman, where I saw petrified animals, but smaller, like fossils, microorganisms, and I'd learned that in biology courses, but it was just a great experience to see it firsthand. There's so much rich history there.
Were there any points in the trip that weren't worthwhile?
Many people hear things that are happening in the Middle East that sound scary, but the Middle East is a very large place. So there are perfectly safe places, and there are places that are less safe. The Ibrahim in particular, the professor, he only goes to areas that he says he would bring his own children there. It's just a culturally rich place.
Obviously, we both made it back from the Middle East in one piece. You can too. If you want to learn more about studying abroad or any type of international exchange in the Middle East that CUNY offers, just log on to our website or check out any of our social media sites. This was a fantastic interview. I learned a lot. Hopefully you guys learned a lot. And so I'll see you next time, and I know you guys can't wait to find out where we're going next. Happy travels, my friends. I'll see you next time. Bye.